What's up, ladies? Listen, you guys might get upset with me when you guys hear the truth about the worst cardio mistakes to make.
Watch the ladies.
Because you guys want that flat stomach, you guys want that butt on what status, you guys always want this snatched waist, and we're trying to avoid these BBLs. So this is important information that has to get out there.
These BBLs killing y'all. And the thighs don't matter.
Listen, guys, stop going to the gym doing cardio for an hour and then going straight home. That's not going to help you on your fat loss journey. That is just one of the tools that you need to really help get that snatch waist that you truly want. You're not going to see gains in the gym if you're not doing strength training along with progressive overload. Progressive overload is just like the frequency and how often you lift, meaning, you know, whether you're hitting legs 2 or 3 times a week versus only hitting legs once a week and naturally progressing it up. Also with reps, maybe you start off doing 5 pull-ups a day, and then the next week you come back and you try to do 7 pull-ups or 8 pull-ups until you get to 10, or you increase the weight so you have more resistance on you. So now you're being weighed down. You have a 10-pound weight vest on as you're doing your pull-ups. That is how you're gonna really burn up a lot of calories. If you really wanna get those gains, you got to have to close your mouth. Y'all always talking about man ain't this, man ain't that.
Because they ain't.
Oh wait, my bad, y'all. That's the wrong close your mouth. What? I'm talking about a calorie deficit. That means you should be at least anywhere from 20 to 25% below your maintenance. If you guys don't know what your maintenance is, make sure you look up the BMR Calculator, and that'll give you an estimate of how many calories you burn in a day and also throughout the week. And then from there, you can get your maintenance and then start to decrease and go below your maintenance. So if your maintenance is 2,500 calories, then you can go ahead and drop your calories down to 2,300. So that's the easy tool that you guys can do to really help shed that fat. And that's without you even having to go to the gym. That's without you even having to run and lift weights. And I'm not saying that that's all you have to do is just eat less, but that's one of the major starting points. These are all tools that there are so many tools that you guys can use, and we're going to discuss all those tools today.
It's also not about just dropping the amount of calories, but also fueling your body with purpose and intent. So out of all that, the 100%, 80% of that needs to be whole foods, and then 20% of that can be processed. But just watch what you eat and be mindful.
Here's another tip. Listen, for all you wine girlies, y'all like to have the cookies in the house, the ice cream, and you guys just want 1 scoop of ice cream every day. I'm coming straight to your house, and yeah, I'm coming inside there, open up the refrigerator, and I'm throwing all that junk away, the cookies, the sugar, and just the wine. But actually, we might keep that wine though. There's no need for it to go to waste. You might have a little glass, and then we'll get rid of it. But seriously, guys, make sure you guys are loading up on your protein, fueling your body using the proper things, the proper nutrition. You should be fueling your diet with at least 30% of protein, 1.2 grams of protein per body weight. A lot of you guys are having 80% carbs from your diet and then wondering why you're not losing that weight. When you guys go to these places like Chipotle, as Ashes getting ready to go too.
First of all, you can get Chipotle. You just want to get the lean meats. I probably want to get the steak. The steak there is probably a little bit fattier, but I get the chicken. So also including in your protein macros, you want to make sure you're getting that lean body meat, like your 93 to 96% of ground turkey, ground beef, chicken, salmon, stuff like that.
Yes, it's very important because as you're having, look at your plate. Get rid of all those carbs and get rid of all those sauces, the sour cream, the cheese. It's just so much you guys are putting. I see so many people go to Chipotle and like, oh, let me get extra sauce on there, let me get extra cheese on there. God, that's junk. That's processed food. It's crap, honestly.
It's also inflammatory for your body. So, well, I'm also a little lactose intolerant, and sometimes I still like to eat it. Anyways, but I don't keep any cheese in my household. I have lactose-free milk, anything. I used to eat a lot of Alfredo pasta. I would make that every day. But they do also have dairy-free Alfredo sauce. So you want to find those other alternatives, because the more you take out that inflammatory food for your body, you'll actually see a difference in toning, but also I slim down in my face because of it. So yeah, definitely be mindful about what you're putting into your body.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of you guys, are so focused on just your stomach and your glutes, but you're putting on weight in other areas. I know I'll speak for myself. I won't speak for anyone else. You're getting flabbier arms. Some face fat, flabbier arms, back fat. Guys, losing the weight, you're not going to just lose the weight in your stomach or your glutes. You're going to lose it all throughout your body. Your body is a machine. It's an incredible machine. So it doesn't just distribute weight to one area. Now, yes, you do have people who maybe they have a little bit more cushion in other areas, but that may not be everyone, okay? But your body will slim down and will tone down all throughout. So if you really want a flat stomach, having a flat stomach is gonna help you also have a flat face and, you know, a slimmer face and slimmer arms. So it's very important that you're not loading up on all that cheese and all that sour cream, because that's not gonna be beneficial in your gains. And I can speak for myself, you know, getting older, that when you're eating all that food, your recovery is crap. You know, drinking alcohol, it just gets harder and harder to recover from that. You know, and I know that through firsthand experience. So that's why, you know, I don't even eat any of that stuff, and that's really helped me get lean and stay lean and help me recover faster.
Also, keep in mind that holding fat in certain areas of your body can be like part of your genetics too. So if you know, like, your mom carries like more arm fat, like in her arms, like, you're probably also more likely to do that. But also keep in mind, as women and also probably men too, a lot of it can be hormonal as well.
Listen, guys, so I just gave you guys a bunch of different tools. You have your cardio, but your cardio should not be your only tool. You also have resistance training, which is, you know, bench press, squat, deadlift, and then also nutrition. So if you hit on all three of those things, I've never seen someone hit on all three of those things and not, you know, get at least and not see improvements. So by going, you know, 200 to 300 calories, 20% below your maintenance to put you in a calorie deficit at least or more, that's how you'll start to go into that calorie deficit, along with making sure you're hitting that weight training to really build that muscle and hold that muscle, and then making sure you're hitting cardio as another way to burn those calories. Listen, there's only so much cardio you can do. So a lot of people will, you know, they'll consume 1,500 calories just in one meal and then go to the gym for an hour. You're not gonna burn that many calories, so you have to really restrict your diet if you're really trying to get into this calorie deficit.
Also, with part of doing, not just counting on the cardio to help you lose that weight, yes, it will help you lose that weight, but if you see people who just do cardio and cardio alone, they have that like skinny fat look, which is not body shaming, but if you want to have that like body toning, that's where your strength training comes into place too. So doing the weights, that helps to tone while you're also losing your body fat with the cardio. But also, it's that process that we've already talked about in other videos. Your strength training, that's going to start your fat mobilization, and then the cardio at the end, that's just going to add that fat burning process.
Listen, guys, you cannot just go in the gym hitting cardio all day, because you may lose weight, but you're not going to have any muscle around it. If you guys try to get like this, man, shred it, man, you got to put the work in. This is from weightlifting. This is not just for me running sprints. As you know, I used to run sprints all the time and, you know, go jogging all the time. If you're really trying to build that muscle up, you guys have to do resistance training, or at least do your pull-ups, do your push-ups, your dips, your jump lunges. I think body weight works really well. I'm not saying you can't get shredded from calisthenics. Yeah, body weight stuff is better on your joints, you know, calisthenics, longevity. So I don't have an issue with you guys doing calisthenics. All I'm saying is doing cardio and cardio only is not going to get you the gains that you want.
Also, y'all, just keep in mind that the more cardio that you do, you're going to feel more hungry, but that's why it's important to track your food. Studies show that people who track their food at least 4 to 5 times a week are more successful than people who track them, say, like 2 to 3 times a week with their fat loss journey.
Listen, guys, with increasing your cardio, your hunger may increase, or hungrier. Listen, I'm struggling to say it, but listen, that's why it's important to make sure that you're loading up on your protein, because your protein is going to help you feel more satiated.
Also, with your nutrition, you want to try to eat small meals throughout the day, or like have your 3 main meals, have those be in good proportions, and then have snacks in between. Because what you also want to do in combination of working out and burning those calories is raising your metabolism so that you have a higher BMR rate, which is your basal metabolic at rest. So that's the calories that you're burning at rest. So like all of this is going to come into one circle, and you're going to be burning more calories just throughout the day period. And also with the progressive overload, not only are you going to be doing that week by week, but you can also do that within your sets. First set should be like a very low weight or no weight, just to kind of get your body used to that movement. And then that second set should be a moderate weight, which is something that you can still get that full 10 to 12 reps in, and it's not really hard or challenging to get to the full count, but also not super easy either. And then once you get to that third, fourth, then you can go higher and do that more challenging weight. So that's also part of doing progressive load within your workout.
Yeah, guys, see, listen, when I first met Ash, she used to play around all the time. She never used to push herself in the gym. So I had to tell her, like, listen, if you really want to get them gains, you really want to get the physique that you want to have, it's very important to push yourself. And she picked it up. Like, the girl used to go to the gym, she could barely squat the bar. Now she, you know, she's trying to squat some weight now. So thank you guys for staying tuned for this whole video. So listen, before I forget, make sure you guys don't stay in your calorie deficit forever, okay? I'm seeing a lot of you guys are in a calorie deficit forever where, you know, you guys are starving yourselves, only eating 1,800 calories, and that's just how you're getting through life. And then you wonder why you're bouncing back, you know, going out, eating everything that you see, and then you gain all the weight back. The calorie deficit is not meant for you to stay in it forever. You want to stay in a calorie deficit for 3 to 4 months, and then after that, go back to your maintenance, and then you go back to your maintenance for about 4 weeks, and then go back into your calorie deficit.
Keep in mind it's going to be lower, so you want to calculate it because that maintenance that you started at was for that current body weight. So once you do your cut, your weight is going to drop. So then your maintenance is also going to drop. But also, as he said, with you're starving yourself, there is a thing called starvation mode within your body. So the more you basically keep calories away from your body for a longer period, your body's going to have more water retention and also accumulate fat in certain areas just because your body's going to want to try to have more energy. So then you're kind of just messing up the whole process. So also, don't drop down to 1,000 calories a day. That is incredibly unhealthy, and we're trying to keep our bodies healthy.
Yeah, you know, the lowest I've ever gone is about, I think the lowest I ever went was 2,000, 1,900, 2,000. So, and I was working, guys. I was
1,900 is like my lowest.
Yeah, I was jogging. I think I was doing an hour of cardio every day with a weight vest, and I was also doing strength training in the afternoon. So, and I leaned out. I got really lean, but you know, it's hard to sustain that. You know, and this is, you know, where my body is, you know, just comfortable, and I'm getting ready to go on another calorie deficit now. So it gets easier, guys. I promise it's not gonna be hard forever. It does get easier. So, you know, as usual, I'm always dropping them gems. Ash is dropping them gems.
Yep.
I hope you guys liked the video, find it very entertaining. Listen, guys, keep hitting that subscribe button, keep hitting the notification button. We locked in, we keeping the comments going. Also, if you guys have any questions, make sure you leave a question in the description below, and I'll make sure I get back to you. Content Performance, we out.